going over Davie today. We're going to be reviewing him, and I'm also going to be talking about a pressing matter that I think if Scopely doesn't understand what they're doing, it's going to create some monster characters. And we all know what happens when you release some monster characters into the meta. To counter them, you need even more destructive tunes and stuff that does way more stuff than any tune should ever do. So I'll be talking about that a little bit after my review of Davie right now. So first of all, Davie, I want to talk about the odds first. 0.75 for Davie, and then you get 2.25 for non-featured recruit. So first of all, I just want to go on about this. They need to update the wheel. I think a step up recruit sort of format would be alright. So every 80 pulls you get one tune. I think that's more than fucking reasonable. But honestly, even then, I still think that's crazy high. But if it was 80 and you guarantee go up to 5, I think that'll be fine. If you're a massive spender, or Tapjoy just cashed in big time, if you wanted to get all 5, then I think there should be a guaranteed way of getting all 5 without chancing it on the wheel, because if you do it like they are on the wheel right now, it could be 10 big pulls, it could be 2 big pulls, it could be 15 big pulls, it could be 1 big pull. It's just completely dependent on how lucky you are. So 0.75, either do a step up format and keep these odds, or make it a lot better. So the featured recruit, aka Davie in this matter, I think it should be at least a 2 or 3%. And then for the featured one, I would say, considering we need 5 tunes to max them out, I'd say 5% is probably what it should be at. So if you were going off of I don't know what it's called, the like the limit break wheel. That's it, the limit break wheel. I think if they did it like that, so 5% for a gold mythic that's not featured, I think that's perfectly fine. And then 3% or 2% for the featured one, because you gotta remember, you gotta have 5 tunes, and considering they're only giving you 2 ways of guaranteeing only 2 ways of getting 2 guaranteed, it's kind of fucking stupid. So we're going on to Davie now. Davie, he looks fucking sick. He's got a fish tank on his back. If he gets that fish tank on his back at Limit Break 3, I think that's the real selling point of his tune, of his character. I think many people, they might get a Limit Break 2, 1, maybe a grade 4, grade 5, but if there's fish tanks on the back, I think that'll really push people to really pull on this wheel. So first of all, Davie, he looks sick. Like I said, absolutely amazing art, no doubt about it. Davie's always had pretty good art. Personally, I like the 5-star one, the green one. I can't remember what he was in. It's like hospital robes, I think it was. He looked fucking sick. But this one, absolutely amazing, no complaints at all. So first of all, what we're going about is Specialist, which is Overheal 2. Now this is a very, very strong one in my opinion. If this character were to be healed over 100% HP, this character and all teammates get bonus HP equal to 50% of the amount healed over 100% HP, regardless of any heal reduction affecting those teammates. So if you were to throw one of those bonus healing weapons on him, surround him by some yellows with fast healing, he's going to be giving everyone bonus HP out the asshole. It's not even going to be funny. He's going to be healing like shit. So Overheal, especially if you give him a healing weapon surrounded by yellows with fast healing, he's been absolutely insane for heals, an absolute stall god. Now that's just his special skill. It's nothing too crazy at the moment. Now here's where I'm gonna get very, very pissy with Scopely, and there's 2 parts where I'm gonna get very pissy, because it's just poor character design, and I don't think they're realizing what this could impact if they continue this trend in the future. So we'll be going on to his rush. 55 AP, extremely fast. It's alright, no worries. Revive 1 teammate with 50% of their max HP. Heal up to 3 teammates with 25% HP for the rest of combat. Now, I don't have a problem with the heal. I don't really have a problem with the revive. What I do have a problem is their max HP for the rest of combat. Now, if you're unaware of this, from what I am understanding, it is as long as they're on the field, they will continuously get that heal. So if you're raiding them war or whatever in raids, they're going to continuously have 25% healing every single turn until they die. Now when they die, that's it. That's the end of combat. They've died. They're not getting any more. But every single tune is getting 3 tunes are getting 25% of their max HP for the rest of combat, which is stupid. And this is what I meant at the start of the video. If they continue with this trend until the rest of combat, it's going to cause massive problems. Let's say you had a toon that gave, I don't know, um, plus fear, I don't know, like plus 85% attack for the rest of combat. So they basically got a perma 85% attack, or all opposing enemies get minus 50% defense until the end of combat. That's insane. That it's permanently on them until they die. I do not like the idea of things just stacking like that. I do not like the idea at all. Like, normally it would be like, oh, defense down for 2 turns, attack up for 2 turns. But for the rest of combat, it sets a very, very nasty standard for what might come in the future. Just imagine, like for example, like some more nasty shit like bleed, burn, infection. They will get like 20% of this character's like attack stat and burn for the rest of combat. Imagine how shitty that is. Because you could cleanse it, but if he pops again, there it is, back again. And then you'll wait for it to come, because it's not going away after 2 or 3 turns. It's staying there. But I digress. I'll get off that topic for now. I'm just very not happy with the end for the rest of combat bar, because for what it might come in the future, I don't like the idea of it. Now, a turn 1 active skill, Delightful Trash, interesting name. Attack one enemy for 200% damage and an additional 75%, 275. If the target is a damage roll, heal one teammate for 25% of the max HP for the rest of combat. Yet again, I don't like that. I don't like the wording, rest of combat. Because especially for defensive teams, that's fucking great. Like, until they die, if you can't like slowly beat them down, they're just going to be non-stop healing. Like, there's no end of the healing. And plus, that's not talking about, the fact he's overheal. The fact he's overheal means he's getting bonus HP to other teammates as well. It's a disgusting kit, honestly. And then his mythic abilities. Now, here's the other bit which I'm going to bitch massively at, because I don't like how they're doing this. So, I've got no problem with Spirit. Granted his bonus HP, I don't mind it. It is what it is. Junk armor, when taking damage from burn, bleed, reduce that damage by 60%. Yeah, not really a massive problem. We got what was it, Tara, and we got skins that pretty much do that, so I haven't got a problem with it. But here's where I have a massive problem. At the start of each turn, 30% chance to revive one teammate for 10% of their max HP. I don't like that. I really don't like that, because it's like one of those things. You shouldn't. It's just one of the things. It should not be on a mythic ability where there is no, like, you can control him all you want. So let's say you stun him, you impair him, you confuse him, you do all of these things, but because he's got that on his mythic ability, you can't target it. There's no way you can target it. So at the start of the next turn, he might be stunned, impaired, confused, defense down, attack up, blocks, infection, hemorrhage. He might have everything stacked on him, but because it's on his mythic abilities, you can't actually stop the activation. And the fact is to revive on his mythic abilities, it's nasty. It's really nasty, and I don't like what it could lead to in the future. As I was saying in the start of the video, it's not a good thing, especially revive on that. It's very, very shitty. It seems to me that it's trying to make like once every month they're trying to make one character that is grossly overpowered, or have some grossly overpowered bits on the kit just to sell really well, and then for the rest of the month they can just sell like mediocre tunes that people are like hit or miss sort of thing. And then obviously regenerate at the start of each turn, 30% chance to heal this character for 60% of their max HP. That's kind of disgusting as well, but it's not as bad as it is a revive one. But regardless, considering he is overheal, this kit is very, very stall heavy, if you will. So yeah, it's cunty. It really is cunty. Would I recommend you pull Davie? Honestly, if you got spare coins going around, yeah, I would say he's pretty good, especially if you have Tara, maybe a Sam. Just keep in mind as well, he is 55 AP, and considering that 25% HP is for the rest of combat, you can get him going turn 1. Just like he did in the S-Class meta. If you remember your Arabs and whatnot, they would pop turn 1, make it an absolute cunty team. Yeah, you can do the exact same thing with Davie. Just give him a 20% gun. Obviously, you'd have to make it tanky to make him survive a turn or two. But yeah, it's totally doable to get him going turn 1, meaning everyone is getting perma 25% HP until they die. And also his weapon, honestly, it's not as bad as people think. It's actually a really good base. So, first of all, the bonus defense, 40%. Defense when taking damage from enemies that is more than 50% of their max HP. So in other words, obviously at the start of the turn 1, the enemy is going to be at full health. So meaning he's getting bonus 40% defense already. And then if they don't kill him, that huge bonus when taking damage, he's 100% going to use his active. No, sorry, his rush. And then he's going to heal. It's going to be pretty grim. And then more HP, it goes in hand with his overheal. The more HP, the better. So honestly, his kit is very good. His weapon is very good for what it should be. Yeah, obviously you can make the weapon better, but yeah, it's a really good kit. It's a really fucking good kit. But I'll go back to what I said on the start of the video. It leads to a very bad trend, if you will. I don't like the fact on the mythic abilities it's a 30% chance to revive. It just fucks up things because it is untargetable, and revive on mythic abilities is just a shitty thing in general, especially when it's chance based. And then you put chance on him healing 60% of his HP, which is over half, and there's no downside to it because the mythic abilities are untargetable. And the next thing I'm a little bit upset about is the for the rest of combat. I don't like the idea of what it could lead to in the future, and it probably will lead to some busted characters that will, you know, as we all know, snowball, and then more dog shit has to be replaced with more dog shit, and you know, we've been here over and over, so I won't go on. But yeah, that's my opinion on Davie. Not sure I'll upload tomorrow. It will be a video tomorrow. I might make a milk it video, or I might come up with something a little bit better, but we'll see. Definitely will be another video tomorrow, so please you leave your opinion on what you think of Davie. Do you like the idea that Scopely is putting the rest of combat into effect in the rotation, if you will? And do you like the fact that mythic abilities are now getting stupid stuff like revive and whatnot? So yeah, please do leave a comment, comment, subscribe. Discord is my Discord link is in the description below. You can join there. There's loads of other dipshits you can talk to. I really do leave it uncaged. You can just talk about pretty much whatever you want. Team building, random shit. It doesn't really matter. Discord's there to have fun. And yeah, peace out, boys. Enjoy the rest of your day.